All right, let's look at the function y equals 1 over x. What I'd like to do is first sketch the graph, and to do that I will draw a little table. And we write x and y. We've done this function so many times that maybe it's not necessary to do the table, but this is a reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1 is 1, the reciprocal of 2 is a half, the reciprocal of 3 is 1/3. Getting smaller positive numbers, the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2, the reciprocal of 1/3 is 3. And we can plot points there. You can put in negative numbers for x. -1, the reciprocal is -1. -2, the reciprocal is -1/2. -1/2, the reciprocal is -2. That'll take us down here. It might be better if I used a different color for the graph to make it come out a little more bright. Okay, so roughly speaking, that's the graph of y equals 1 over x. So let's sort of get some ideas here. So the domain is all real numbers except x equals 0. And what we see is that there's a vertical asymptote. And that's the line x equals 0, which is the same as the y-axis. So what is a vertical asymptote? A vertical asymptote is a vertical line where the graph of the function gets very close to that vertical line and doesn't touch it. And as it gets closer and closer to that, the graph goes up and up, goes to infinity. Or on the other direction down here, it goes to negative infinity. We also have a horizontal asymptote. And that is the line y equals 0, which is the x-axis. As x, arrow infinity, which means approaches, as x approaches infinity, y does what? Well, it approaches 0. What do we mean by that? If I look at, say, this point right here, this is the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1/4. As x gets larger, y gets closer to 0. If I go farther out, I'll have x is 10, y is 1/10. Even farther, x is 100, y is 1 over 100. The y value gets close to 0. It does not equal 0, it gets close to 0. As x approaches negative infinity, y also approaches 0. This is the meaning of a horizontal asymptote. As we go to the left and y becomes a large negative number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this point I have -5 for x. I get -1/5 for y. So as x becomes a large negative, y becomes a small number close to 0. All right, so this is an example of a rational function, very simple example.